guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about parameters, and I'm going to be talking about how to section your bar chart into thresholds and different colors of these thresholds. So let's say you have sales and you want to, if the sales are above 10,000, you can color them green. If they're below 10,000, you can color them red. So we can do that sort of segmentation. As well as creating parameters, as well as we can do the top 10 of the top 10 customers, or we can get a parameter which allows you to dynamically change how many top 20, top 15, whatever number you want to put in. So we'll see that as well. So with the parameters, we can do top n filters, and we can do a threshold, which is also dynamic. So we can have sales greater than 10,000, or we can have whatever number you want as a threshold. So let's begin. So the data I'm using at the moment is the SuperSOAR data, which is in the data source. So you can find this on the sample data on the Tableau website. I'll link it in the description for you, and then you just upload it. We're going to be using the orders table. We're not going to be using the people's or returns table. So let's make our first bar chart. So what we want to do is we want sales to be in the rows column, and we want to segmentate it by customers. Since there's loads of customers, well, let's just see how much there are. Actually, we've got 2.3 million sales. So yeah, you can see that on the bar chart anyway when you go here. So we can segmentate it by customer ID. This customer ID will tell you every customer's got a unique ID. That means one person has one ID, but however, if they have order numbers, then they can have multiple orders. So yeah, so one customer ID can have multiple order IDs, because a customer can buy multiple orders, and each order has a different order ID. So we want to do sales by customer. So if we put customer ID in the columns, it's not going to come up with anything because there's too many data. So what we can do is filter and then add. So what we have this dialog box come up, and we can just select top 10 at the moment. Well, let's just do top 30, and we can click apply, and we'll see something like this as top 30. What we want to do is create a threshold. So let's make a threshold first. So we go to calculated field, create calculated field, and we'll call this our threshold. And we're going to do an if statement. So if sum of sales. Notice here, guys, if I do this, it's going to throw up an error. So it is case sensitive. So remember that. Or ideally, you can just select from the drop down menu when it appears. So it avoids you making typos. If sales is greater than 10,000, let's say, then we'll have the label. We'll have the label green assigned to it. Else we'll just keep it as red. So anything less than 10,000 sales would be red, right? So put it in a string like that. And don't forget to close the argument. And so we click apply. Now the threshold's there. So now what we can do is put it under colors here. So we can see here that it's under colors. Is there any sales under 10,000 here? There are a couple actually. But what we need to do now is click on here. We can edit the colors. So we have green as in green. Click apply. Okay. Do we have any sales below? Yes, we do. We have one sales, so that should be ideally red. Let's see why it's not coming up. Have I made a mistake with this one? Else red. Oh, sorry, 10,000 should be. That's why. Okay, so now we have that, and so I put a little bit of a typo there. That's it, guys. Keep an eye on the typos because you might make a typo and make a mistake. Again, so we don't want orange, we want red, right? So we click on the colors, edit the colors. Green I've already done, so click on the red, and we want that as red. Okay, click apply, and there we go. So now we can clearly see sales that are below 10,000 and the green ones are above 10,000. It's a good visual reference. We don't have to keep going and eyeballing it and putting a ruler there and seeing which is higher or which is lower, right? So it's quite convenient. Now, the next thing I want to do is create a parameter. Let's say we don't want 10,000, we just want to change our threshold, right? So what we can do is go up here and we can do create parameter, right? So we call this our threshold value. We'll just put value so we don't get confused with the actual column. Put in that lowercase. And we leave it as a float to display format. And we'll start at 10,000. And we keep current value and we'll do all. So we'll get the user to change anything that they want. So we put threshold value. And now we want to show this parameter on the side. Okay, let's just do 9,000. Press enter. Nothing happens. Nothing happens because we need to go back to our calculated field and link this. So we click edit and we go edit here. And instead of 10,000, we put in the parameter here. Threshold value, look, it pops up here. Click apply and click OK. Right, now it should be linked, right? Let's just do this. So this one's 25,000, this one's 90,000. Let's just say over 20,000. So all of them should be red, really. Just to double check that it's linked. And it's all linked. So that's good. So now we've got like a dynamic threshold going on here. So now, remember this one. This is just showing top, what is it, top 30. Can't remember what I did. Let's show the filter here. You can actually show the filter on the side. So click it. It's top 30. Yeah, was top 30. We want to change that top 30 to a different number, right? So you can type in customer ID here, but it won't really do much. We can change it to. We can create another parameter. And we can call it top end. Actually, let's go here. So we can edit filter. We can go top. We can threshold value, but that's not the one we want. We're going to create top end. So this is here is that you can just put in the actual ones you want. So like, let's say you're searching for 140. And it'll pop up and you can just filter it out like that. But that's not what we technically, we don't want that, right? We don't want that. We want all of them, right? So we want top 30, click apply. Let's just do 31, click apply. To get rid of that, we just cross out of that actually. We just cross out of it. So this is if you want to manually put in the customer IDs, you'll get that. But we want to do it not by top 31, we want to do it dynamically here, right? So what we need to do is create a new parameter. Create a new parameter. And we'll call this top end, because this is going to return what we want. So let's just do default value of 30. And we can limit this, like we can leave it like this and they can put in any number they want, but I'll limit this because minimum is fine, 1, and maximum I would say 70. So this stops people going over 70, so we can put that there. So now we've got like a threshold, right? We've got top end. It's not shown on the right, so we need to show the parameter here. So we've got like a little thing here. Maybe I should actually edit that because I don't want it like that. So maybe there's an increment. So we should type on 30. We don't want a float, so we want an integer, right? Because we don't want intermediary numbers like 30.1234. Like look at this number. We want all these numbers here. So we want to make sure it's an integer, right? Because you can't return 34.51 bar columns, right? So it doesn't make sense. So go back and change that, and there we go. So now it should be an integer, right? Should be an integer for you. And then it goes up to 70. So no one can do any more than that. But look, we're changing it and nothing changes here. So now what we need to do is link it to this filter here, right? Because that's what we want to do. We go to the top and we go, we don't want bottom, we want top, right? So we want top end. Click apply, and there we go. Click OK. So now we've got 70. Well, we haven't got 70. We have to scroll to the right to get all the way to 70. But yeah, like you can see, it's not really great having loads of those bar charts. But yeah, you can increase it or increase it. Much more flexibility in that. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that tutorial.